Oi, welcome to the 30th Bienal de São Paulo Audioguide.
Welcome to the 30th Bienal de São Paulo, the imminence of poetics. The motif of our biennial articulates two realities: imminence, what is about to happen and which no one knows, and poetics, what is said, expressed, and transformed through the language of the arts. Works of art are always in a state of imminence, even when they have been finished and we are familiar with them. They happen. They take place anew all the time. And we get the impression, when they are great works of art, that we are constantly discovering them. Contemporary art is a state of imminence, a situation of imminence. It is what will happen and make itself present, here and now, to create new repertoires, new discourses, new forms. The 30th Biennial, the imminence of poetics, brings together artists from different generations, most of them young, but whose works represent a multiplicity of poetics, because there is not just one poetic, but rather potentially as many as there are works of art. This audio guide is intended to present the multitude of artists and the many poetics that share the space of the 30th Biennial. The commentaries, divided by stations marked on each floor, will be general and zone-based, making reference to zones of the installation in which we, the curators, believe there to exist constellational relationships of meaning among the works and artists present. For individual descriptions of works or biographies of artists, we recommend consulting the exhibition's catalog, website, or guide. The biennial brings together 100 artists in the Cicillo Matarazzo pavilion and 11 more in various different locations spread throughout the city. We recommend you consulting the exhibition guide to locate these exhibits. Two groups of works, the installation titled Hauntings by Canadian filmmaker Guy Maddin and the space devoted to the Chilean collective Amereda Ciudad Abierta, constitute the introduction to the biennial and to the first section of installations. They are works that indicate interest in opening the frontiers of art as a discipline. In Hauntings, Maddin invites us to consider cinema as a phantasmatic entity, as memory that is constantly invented in its own future, while the architects from Ciudad Abierta suggest to us that the poetic word can be the occupation of a space and the invention of place, the crossing over of languages. Finally, on top of the mezzanine, the mobile radio collective makes this crossing of languages reality 24 hours a day throughout the course of the 30th Biennial by way of a radio station. In order to listen to and to participate in the 30th Biennial's radio station, we suggest consulting the Biennial Guide and website. Beginning at this point, we find three large groups of works. To our right, a series of artists of various origins and generations elaborate in their pieces relationships between objects and found situations. Savvas Chistodoulides and Alexandre Cunha, emphasizing the articulation of objects and materials. And Jiří, Kovanda, and Fernando Ortega, producing poetic situations with the material of action and time. Sheila Hicks, Alberto Casari with his Productos Peruanos para Pensar, Daniel Steegmann and Athanasios Argianas propose works in which the subject of image supports and the structures that support a visual work is questioned in different ways, concluding with the presence of choreographer and dancer Simoni Forti, in which the support is the ephemeral quality of her own movements and actions. Ilene Segalove, Nicolas París and Kirsten Pieroth elaborate their oeuvre from the perspective of archaeological thought. Their works are archive-based works, referring to the syntax of time and history. Language-based works, which question the very limits of the image with their archives of things and figures. Thus, the artists present here can summarize some of the predominant poetic lines in the 30th biennial, as we will continue to see ahead.